Hey guys, it's Jill Lantern, and welcome back to the Goose Gang. So we are on the realm today, and we're going to be doing a Q&A. Haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Actually, I'm probably just going to, do some mining. Yes, I have diamonds, and yes, I have a sword. This was not off camera. I will show you the footage right now. Okay, there's the footage. You just saw it. So, the first question. They asked, Splatoon stream when? Probably when I get Splatoon, and also whenever my Switch will actually function on whenever I'm trying to, record it. But yeah, once I get Splatoon and get a good setup to be able to stream games from my Switch, I will absolutely do a Splatoon stream. So the next question is, what is the latest thing that you have gotten that screams you? This is a hard question because I don't really know. I buy a lot of stuff. I do get a lot of stuff. I mean, lately I've gotten a lot of stuff. I don't get a lot of stuff on the regular. But I've gotten textbooks and I've gotten stuff for my stream, like a capture card and a mic. But I think the most recent thing that I've gotten that screams me is Animal Crossing, maybe? The game, like a Switch with Animal Crossing. Not with Animal Crossing, like getting the game Animal Crossing. What made you get into streaming / YouTube, and did you ever think you'd get this far? So I actually got into YouTube before I got into streaming. Basically, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of YouTube videos. Like, I was obsessed with Minecraft, so I was obsessed with watching YouTube videos and Minecraft videos. And so my dad, he was like, Jill, why don't you just make your own videos? And I'm like, wait, really? I didn't think you'd let me. Like, I genuinely, I wanted to. I really wanted to because it seemed like so much fun. But I didn't think my parents would let me do it. So I didn't even ask. But he's like, no, I would rather you do it than, watch people do it. And I was like, okay, let's get me started making YouTube videos. So I started making YouTube videos when I was 10 years old. I started at 10, and then I stopped at, I was super inconsistent, of course, because I was in elementary and middle school. And I stopped, I think, 7th grade I stopped. So a few years after I stopped, I actually met the person that asked this question. I don't know if he wants me to call him out, but I'm going to call him out anyway. I'm going to call him out in a little bit, so give me a minute because I want to give the story first. So I met the person asking this question through one of my friends, and we met because he was streaming. And then me and my friend, we were watching his stream a lot, and he encouraged us to start streaming. And I did. I started streaming, and I actually at one point I was super excited because I was actually getting my average viewer up. It was 1 something, but still it was better than nothing. I was really excited, and then it just started going down again, and so I nearly gave up because I was like, no one's watching, there's no point. And then I was streaming one day, and someone else, a different person, rated me with I think it was 18 viewers. I think it was 18 viewers. It was a crazy amount for me. And so that helped me not give up. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I have, as small as it is, it's bigger than I ever expected. It's not, don't get me wrong, there are people with millions of followers. So you look at my channel and you see 150, and you think that's not that much, but that's huge. That's 150 people that enjoy or watch my content. And that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't met George W. Lama. Or if I hadn't met George W. Lama, or if DJ Rex hadn't rated me, because if it wasn't for those two, I would have given up. And another person I need to thank is Charging Chicken. he was my first consistent viewer that I didn't actually know before I started streaming. He is now one of my mods, and actually all 3 of those people are one of my mods. Also, shout out to Snoop Snorp. They're the one that actually, they're my best friend, and they're the one that actually got me to start watching George W. Llama, aka James. You're gonna hear me call him James for the rest of this conversation, or rest of this video, or rest of all time. But James, so James is the one that asked this question. He's the reason I started streaming. But I wouldn't have started streaming if I hadn't met him through my friend Snoop Snorp. And if Snoop Snorp didn't know DJ Rex wouldn't have rated me. So, like, it all comes back to these people. These, like, and then Chicken. Okay, all of these people are incredible. Literally, I could not have done anything without those people, and without you guys either. Like, I know everyone says that I couldn't have done it without my viewers, but literally, like, I literally couldn't. Like, it's literally impossible. I would have, like, I would not be making this video if people hadn't asked questions. I wouldn't be, like, yes, I could just make content for me, but it's no fun making content for yourself. Like, it's so much more fun if there's people watching and there's people being entertained by you. So that was a really long answer to that. But basically, the reason I got into YouTube was because of my dad. The reason I got into streaming was because of George W. Llama and Snorp. And the reason I've gotten as far as I am was all of them plus DJ Rex. Oh, Charging Chicken too. I keep forgetting. He, like I said, he was my first, like, regular viewer. And if I didn't have regular viewers, then I wouldn't have any viewers. So I really appreciate all of you guys that I talked about. Thank you. What is the reason behind your username? So I get this question a lot. It's really funny around, like, Halloween, like October. Everyone's like, oh, I love the festive name. And I'm like, this is my year-round name. But apparently people like it a lot, like my username a lot for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, I came up with it when I was 10, 9 or 10. I don't even remember. But basically the idea was, so I wanted a cool username like my brother for the Xbox and geocaching of all things. So back then I had really jacked up teeth. So my parents and my brother, like my whole family, they would call me Jack-o'-lantern. Because like I said, I had really jacked up teeth. And it was just a joke. Like, it didn't hurt my feelings at all. But they called me Jack-o'-lantern. And then there's the whole Jack and Jill thing that I've heard my entire life. So there's Jack and Jill. So I was called Jack and Jack-o'-lantern a lot. And so one day I just came up with Jill-o'-lantern when I was like 9 or 10. And then it just kind of stuck. And I've created an entire brand based around it. So next question. Why do you not like Dr. Pepper? I just don't like the flavor. It reminds me of cherry flavored, like cherry Coke, and I don't like cherry anything. So I just don't like the flavor. It just is nasty to me. Next question. Oh, if you hate Dr. Pepper, what's your favorite soda? My favorite soda is Coke Zero. It's the only soda I drink. Okay. Would you rather have the green or pink frog from Build-A-Bear? So I haven't actually seen these yet. So I'm going to go with pink, but let me look them up real quick.
Few moments later.
Never mind, I want the green one. Next question. Do you prefer cats or dogs? I actually really like both. I love both. I probably will have both whenever I start getting pets, but I prefer dogs. Next question. What is the secret of the universe? Okay, so I'm pretty sure this was asked as a joke, but I actually do have an answer for this. It might not be the secret, but it's my secret. Like, it's the one I believe in. So basically, the secret of the universe is that everyone has been put here for a reason, which sounds super cheesy, but it's accurate, because why else would you be here? But my idea is that everyone's here to make some difference in the universe, or the world, whatever you want to call it. Some difference, no matter how small. And preferably positive. I think that I'm here to make a positive difference in the world, which I hope I do or have done. That's the secret. is that not everything happens for a reason, but everything's here for a reason, if that makes sense. So last question is, what are some tips you would give to people trying to start a channel? So this question could be for Twitch or YouTube, because and it's most likely for Twitch because that's what I'm most known for currently. But my answers are going to apply to both. Well, kind of. The last one doesn't. So 1, if you are under the age of 13, wait to start your YouTube channel for multiple reasons. 1, for Twitch and YouTube, you have to be 13. Like, I mean, I was 10 when I started, but that goes into my second reason why. If you're not at least 13, you will regret it. Well, you won't regret it. I'm not gonna say you will regret it, but you'll look back on it and cringe. Because, like, I don't regret making YouTube videos when I was 10. I just cringe at those videos because they're cringy. And so you will cringe at them. And then sometimes, because of those cringiness, it'll make you give up. So I would say wait until at least 13 because rules. But personally, I would say wait until 16 or youngest starting high school. Just because that's when you start. I feel that's when people start to mature a little bit more. There's still a lot of immaturity, but you'll understand what you're doing more. You'll understand the permanence of what goes on the internet. And then, so that's my first tip, is wait until at least high school, if not 16. My second tip, what is it? Oh, so this one's a very common tip that people will give, is don't listen to the haters or trolls. But I have a little bit to add on to it. So 1, don't listen to haters and trolls because, first of all, for getting haters and trolls means that you're making it. Means that people are seeing your stuff. For every 1 hater or troll, there's at least 10 supporters. Oh, so the thing I have to add on to this is, when you start, make sure you have a good support system. So that way you can, like, a good support system of people that can, like, help you get through it. Because don't get me wrong, especially when you first start, haters and trolls can really get to you. When I got my first trolls, I got really upset. It was during my charity stream, actually. In July, my Pride Isn't Over stream. I got some haters about an hour before the stream was supposed to end, and it actually, I was actually really upset about it. And then I said to everyone, the reason I got through that was because one of my friends got in a call with me. We muted the stream. We muted everything so the stream couldn't hear our conversation. But oh my gosh, I thought that was diamonds. I'm so mad now. But we got in a call quick, and he just, like, talked to me and made me feel better. So, yeah, make sure you have a good support system. And then the third tip is, this one's specifically for YouTube or any social media where you're trying to, like, it can be TikTok, like, anytime you post something and it's not, like, live, which is to have people, it kind of goes with the second one, which is having a support system. But this one, you have to have people you trust that you can, to give you feedback, like honest feedback that won't be mean about it. So basically, whenever you want to post a video to YouTube, always have someone watch it first before you post it. So that way you can and get feedback from them and make some changes before you post it. So when you get that feedback, then the next part is really hard. When you get that feedback, you don't have to listen to the feedback, but you have to at least consider the feedback. Like that, I think I've gotten better at that, but I used to be really bad. I used to just be like, no, you're wrong. Like I said, you don't have to listen to everything. Just consider it at least. Take it into consideration because they're looking at it from a different point of view from you. You might think it's the worst video of all time, and they might think it's amazing. Or you might think it's the best video of all time, and they might have a few critiques. They might not hate it, but they'll have a few critiques, possibly. So I always show every video I post to at least one of my moderators or friends. At least one. Sometimes they'll show it to 2 or 3. But to conclude the question, my 3 tips are: wait if you are 13 or younger. Have a support system to help you deal with the trolls and haters. And have people watch your videos and watch your content and give you honest feedback. So, yeah. So, I am going to... here we go. I'm going to end the video here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like if you enjoyed it, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And go ahead and ask your questions in the comments for the next Q&A if you want. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.